Welcome everyone, welcome in. How are you all doing today? Hope you had a great day so far. Today we are going to continue placing replays on the T-6 shuttle from Ahsoka. To be more exact, on the upper riser part. And yeah, let me just get quickly sorted and then we'll get going. Need to open up some reference real quick. Got this and this. That should do it on. Wait, yeah, let me switch to the other scene real quick. Printer is not running today, so I need this one, I guess. I need to clean up my OBS. I created a couple of duplicates, trying different things here and there. And now I need to look twice to not click the wrong one. So that looks alright. Okay. Today I'm going to do the replays here inside this little cutout. And then we'll see how late it is, because I think it will be a rather short stream today, because I'm already a little tired. I haven't slept all that well. So let's see. Alright, this is the cutout here, where we're going to place nice little details. And yeah, I still need to move this edge here, but yeah, not today, I guess. I have it on my to-do list so that I don't forget it. But I want to do this. Could be more fun. Yeah, I wanted to find one other picture that I thought I had. In this one? No, it's not as sharp. No, I think I already have the two best ones open that I have. Alright, let's go with this. So, quickly analyzing the part here. This is basically one plate with 4 holes in it, then some kind of U profile on top, and 2 little pieces of styrene, I guess. And then some round styrene pieces here and there, and what appears to be some kind of frame. Alright, let's start with this one on the left. Get our proportions in. And then we go from there. Right, I still think those two fillets might be a little too big. I guess we'll see when we place the first part in here, how it looks. No, wait, let's isolate this part here first. Get rid of all the other things. Because when I move it around and view gets easily blocked. I click on something accidentally. I can actually close this to get more real estate on the screen. So I think I need this and those details. Get those back. No, you, I don't need you. There you go. Oh, you're all set. Takes up more than half of that. Let's see the lead length. Yeah, it's basically we take the whole length of the cutout. It goes to the half. I'm going to place this here. Quickly change line type. This gap to the left is a little bigger than top and bottom. So 7.5 and 11. Well, that might be a little too much. 1.5 is too much though. So then thinking if I should place the fillets in Sketch or afterwards. I think in Sketch might be easier. Afterwards I have to hide parts and get them back to reach the edges properly when it's extruded. So let's try this in Sketch. This is a big assembly design already, so Fusion more often than not takes a couple of seconds to process things, so If I seem to be just chilling and waiting, I am waiting and chilling, more or less. So 3. I think it's a little different. So 2.5-ish. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 2.75. And the other two we could do, well, 2, I think. No, this is proper corner. It's only up here where it's a fillet. Okay, so let's do this in sketch as well. Maybe I should place those holes first. Maybe not. Wait, it's the wrong one. This one, well, looks like a 1. Okay. Right, I wanted to make this symmetric to the middle line we draw here. So then I can just mirror the upper holes. If it is even symmetric, I should probably check. Let's see. Yeah, more or less, not exactly, but I think I go with symmetric first, and if it doesn't look right, you can always change it later. So you are a 1mm hole, I assume, because it is smaller than this. It looks kind of like this. What did we have back there? Let me check real quick. What is this? It won't tell me. Oh, there you go. 0.8. Diameter. Is this smaller here on the reference picture? Well, it's pretty much the same, so it's not 1, it's 0.8. If we use the same diameter that I think we should. Okay. I think it's already placed quite good. Let me see. Gonna make the same distance, those two lines. Let's leave it here. It's not symmetric to the right. The right one is a little more up top. I think it's pretty much the middle point of this radius here. Let's try that. 0.8. Oh, change the line type again. There you go. Okay. Let's see. 0.6, so it needs to be a little bit further away. So it's not on a midpoint. So that means delete this constraint and move it a little more towards the middle of the plate. If Fusion wants to move again. If the program freezes up, it's always a good chance to hydrate. But now I was too late. It's already finished, so... Hey! No, that's not what I want. I want this circly. There you go. And I want distance from the outer, from this line to the outer radius line to be the same distance as the diameter of this hole, so 0.8. So I'm going to apply some construction line, and I can reference this one and put my measurement, my dimension in, just like that. And to be even more exact, make this line that we drew coincident with the midpoint of the outer radius, and now it's perfectly aligned. A lot of those things are probably overkill in terms of dimensional accuracy that I put here, because I imagine if it's not a kit part, if it's scratch build, they would just drill a little hole somewhere. I don't know if they would neatly measure where they are putting it, but well, that's the thing I do. So now we can take those two and mirror them down here. Just like that. Now we make the sketch for the U profile in the middle here. And unfortunately, it's not really in the middle of the part. At least I think so. Unless perspective is making fun of me again. No, it's definitely not in the middle. It's a little offset downwards. I was too high up already, I guess. So what kind of hue profile are you? Yeah, should be 1.5. This here, and then we move down a little bit. Yeah, should be enough. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Doesn't take the constraint that I want. I want it. Okay, then let's do it like this. I just want it perpendicular to the wall, or parallel to this one here. But sometimes Fusion is just odd and wouldn't let me, so I need to draw the line longer as I needed to, and then it snaps in the constraint that I wanted, and then cut it again. I don't know why it is doing that, but can't help it. Just the way it is. Okay, let's see. Those probably 0.75 millimeters those was, and oh no, wait. Half of it is 0.75. So it's 0.25. A quarter. No. Wait a minute. Oh, calculator thingies. Yeah, okay. I want it to be a quarter of the thickness. The walls here, so 0.375. Okay. There you go. 0.375. 0.375. There you go. So now those little styrene blocks. The one is fairly parallel to the horizontal lines, edges and whatnot. The lower one is a little crooked. So let's see. The question is if they cast that part and duplicated them on the other sides, or if all of those are handmade, then probably all of those details, which are 4 in total, and all 4 might be different. It's something I have to check once I'm done with the base design of all those creeplies on this thingy. Once I copy them over to the other side and to the lower riser part. But I will probably do this off stream, because that is some tedious work. Oh, I didn't set any dimensions yet. What do we have? What's probably a millimeter? You as well. Length 6 looks nice. A little more towards the top here. Compared to the U profile, it should be a little thicker, so it could be 1.2. And then we can this even more up here. Like that. Make this 1.2 as well. And are those the same length? Not exactly. Contrast is pretty bad here. Yeah, it's the same length. So 6 it is. The angle that I put here is too much. So we change that a little bit. Grab this and rotate. Basically goes from this hole to that hole in that fashion. Let's draw a quick construction line. Again and again. Yeah, sometimes I can't even drink as much as Fusion freezes up, so yeah. By drinking, I mean water, of course. Come on. Tank in real quick. And then we can make this parallel and align it on this line. And then we're done with that part. Waiting again. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. Is now every click going to be multiple seconds? Yeah, performance has been better. Let me think. Well, the PC is on for like all since Tuesday. So not that long. It's been longer, but it certainly doesn't like it. Oh no, I had a restart for Windows update, I guess. So it's probably only since yesterday. Doesn't matter. That is good. So, okay, let's exit the sketch and save real quick. And then I'll make the sketch for the right side. I'm trying to figure out if there is still something here. There's a little bit of shadow, or if it's just glue, or I don't know, stuff and not really a detail. But since those are the two best pictures I have from this area, I can't really tell. So we'll leave it like that. What do we see then? Yeah. Right. Saved. All right. Let's go back into the sketch. This round cylinder thingy up here. It goes a little further in the sea and is rounded then on the end. Or is it a chamfer? Maybe nothing at all. No, we'll see. A little bit below this hole. What do we have here? 1.8. It's probably a 2mm bearing piece. 7.5 looks good. I'll take that. Is this the same? No, probably not, is it? No, this cylinder here in the middle looks wider than this one on top, and it's flatter. Well, let's draw this one. It's the same length here. And come down just below the other U profile. More thickness. More or less double of those, so 1.6. 0.6, not 1.6. 1.6 would be way too thick, but that looks too thick, so 0.5, I guess. Oh, no, it moved the outside line. That's not what I want. I should have given it some dimensioning first. Let's do that. And 5 in this. Probably 3. Let's goes here, and then it goes a little lower. Oh, yeah. There you go. Let's close this loop. So then it's a proper profile to extrude. Oh, hello, Josephine. Welcome in. How was your day? Or how is your day? Oh no, we need this cylinder part in the middle. It's a little bit longer than half of this, so the half is here. Then we go a little longer. Yeah, 4. 4 is a good thing, and so yeah, I need to make it 2 then, otherwise it would be thinner than the one on top. Yeah. So that would mean the 3 is not enough, so let's make this 3.5. Bring this up here again. Then we can make this 2.5. And then it sits nicely in the middle here. Let's align those already. And there you go. Hey Ralph, how you doing? Do you 3D print these cat designs? Yeah, most of them. Not all, because I reached a point where I don't have space anymore to put all those. But if it's a cool design, or if it's something that I want really in physical form, then yeah, I print it. PLA? Well, it depends on the design and what it should be, or for what it's for. I used to print a lot in PLA, but if it should have any mechanical structural integrity, let's say I use PETG for now. Because I noticed I have PLA prints that are Yeah, like 6.5 years old right now, and they just they start to fall apart. So that's not good. And I hope that PETG is a little longer lasting. Cura? I used Cura with my first printer for a long time, but I was never really satisfied with it. And now since the middle of the year, I have a Bambu Lab P1S and switched to Bambu Studio, obviously, which is a branch of Orca. And I must say I like this slicer way more than Cura. It looks nicer. The features, I think there are way more features, or they're easier to use. Okay, so we now have this, and now there's a little, I don't know, edge kind of ramp looking thing here. I don't know if I should put it in this sketch as well, or make a separate sketch then in the other direction. Cool designs, thank you. What printer do you use at the moment? A P1S from Bambu Lab is my printer for, well, filament. And for resin, I have an Anycubic, what is it, Photon Mono X. So that is a little older machine, but it still does the job. And I don't need the highest resolution for my kind of works. So it still holds up. SARS has mono. I think this is Steven, right? How are you liking the Bambu Lab printer so far? I'm not gonna lie, it's the best filament printer that I had. Not that I had too many, but out of the 3 that I have right now, or that I had, this is by far the best one in terms of speed, reliability, easy to use. It's just a completely different game. I had a Anycubic Mega X before that. That one was a little bigger build volume wise, but I didn't use the whole build plate that often. And before that, my first printer was a TiVo Black Widow. That was a complete kit that I had to assemble myself with all the wiring and all this shit. That thing was crazy. That, yeah, maybe was the wrong thing to start with, but there wasn't much around these days that I could afford. So yeah, I had a lot of issues with the first one. The Mega X was okay, it was cool. It worked pretty much every time. Little hiccups here and there. Build plate leveling mostly, that was a pain in the ass. Especially when you don't have a static position for the printer. Sometimes I have to move it around because I don't have a place, a permanent place. And if you touch those screws that level the bed on accident, then yeah, you can do the whole plate leveling again. And precision wise, the Bambu Lab is so much better. It's unbelievable. I should have switched way sooner. But hey. You printed your 112X on that one, so it wouldn't have been that bad. The 112X wing, yes, it was on the TiVo Black Widow. Well, I mean, there was a lot of fillering and sanding involved to make the X-Wing look like it looks now, so yeah. I think now if you print this on the Bambu machine, it would look way nicer right out of the printer. So yeah. Sure, it worked. The first printer did the job and everything, but it's just no comparison to printers nowadays. What the printers, the bad printers are good for is to get a kind of understanding of the thing, of the 3D printing itself and the things behind the scenes, like firmware, electronics, the mechanics, and all these things, to get those right for your print. Because today you put the printer out of the box, hit play, and there you go. Play, well, you play, you press start, I guess. Yeah, 3D printers came a long way. Alright, I still need to this little thingy here. Yeah, I think I'm going to extrude everything and then we'll make this triangle ramp kind of thing here later. So let's get out of here, save first, and then we'll extrude those. Okay, let's give that a minute. Oh, thank you, Ralph, for the follow on YouTube. So I think we'll start left to right. Where, oh, did I close it again? I had one, because I need to check the thickness. Well, yeah, that is too much, so it's probably 0.5 millimeter, but I had a picture that is more from behind the view. Oh, which one was it? This one? No. This one? No. I wish I could come up with a sorting system for reference photos, but I haven't put much thought into it, and the thought I put into it didn't lead to anything, so... Well, this is that one, so that... That will not help me. Yep. Damn it. Where did it go? I thought I had one. Oh well. Can always adjust later if I find it. Don't want to stall too much here. I told someone about your V2 X-Wing and he went out and bought the model today. Well, thank you very much for the recommendation. I think I saw an email pop up that something was sold. I think it was X-Wing related. Oh yeah, there it is. So thank you very much. But to be nitpicking, it's not a V2, it's an MK2, so Mark II. Because people get confused because there is a V2 from the 112 X-Wing. I named the zip file the V2 because I changed some things around there a long time ago. And then when I came out with the new X-Wing, everyone thought the 112 V2 was the new one, but no. It's the MK2 was the new one. I should have never started with the versioning of zip files. But anyway. Where was I? Right. Extruding. Half a millimeter. Now let's make this a new part. Let's hide this real quick, that nothing gets attached to that. We can join those. And then the U profile on top. What was it? 0.3. What, 8? I'm pretty sure I made 0.375. Is it rounding up? Ah, okay. Need to set the precision to 3 digits after. No, it's correct already. So this is 0.5 plus 0.375. And the wall height, if it's a regular U profile, should be the same as the width here. So 0.75 plus 0.375 plus the base. Oh, those odd dimensions. No, those 1.6 in a bit. Join that. Let's take a look. Yup. looks good. I think I will do this first. Let's make it the same height as this. Maybe a little higher. What is this now? 8. Let's make this a full millimeter. Because the width is 2.5. But it's not exactly half because it's flatter than a half circular thingy. So that should do it for now. Fill it. Oop. Oh, that's too much. Okay. And little fillets on the beginning and start of that thing. But fusion, again, needs a minute. So Stephen, how is the Red 6 coming along? So view profile. Well, it's not a U profile, but a U-shaped thingy. I think it's more or less the same height as this thing, so there would be 1. Let's start with 1 and then we'll see. Great, just waiting for some paint to arrive in the mail and then I'll get going on it again. What did you order? Are you using Archive X paints or something else? That was 2 millimeters. Half of that would be 1 millimeter. Yeah, seems about right. Oh. There is a little corner missing. I need you as well. There you go. I'm using Tamiya paints. Where is someone else who is not using Archive X? I have Archive X paint, but have never had a good experience with them. I read that a lot, weirdly. I mean, it's kind of like 50-50 what I read on the internets about Archive X paints. Some they swear on it, it's the best, holy grail, whatever. And others are like, nah, never again. I tried to order once a couple years back and they were never available, so I gave up on that and I just used Vallejo. Any advice from someone learning How to use Fusion 360? How did you get so good at it? Well, thank you for thinking that I'm so good at it. Boy, advice. Practice. A lot of practice. Maybe a little background here. Well, when was that? Gee. I started my engineering studying 2010, and there we learned Creo engineer, so a real proper CAD program for engineers. And yeah, that's what I'm trained on, and basically I'm using it since 2010 in several different jobs and stuff. And I started using Fusion. What was that? 2019, 2020, something like that. And since Fusion and Pro Engineer are very similar because they are both CAD programs, it was a relatively easy switch for me. So I only had to learn the wording because some is a little bit different and some operations work a little bit different than on Creo, but that's it. The main thing that you need to develop is a sense of what CAD operation do I need for what kind of geometry that I want to get, if it makes sense. And there's just practicing. If you need to learn the program itself, then you should go on YouTube. There are several YouTube tutorials that guide you step by step through the whole workflow process, basically from the sketch, how do you place a sketch, how do you make the sketch lines, what different kind of sketch lines are there, how can you constrain them, why and how to use those constraints, and then to extrusions, rotating and chamfers, fillets and all that kind of stuff. They go through this step by step. So I found a lot of there online, and even I also looked something up because, like I said, some operations are just working differently from Creo to Fusion. So I also just went on YouTube, Google those operations, how do I apply them on my objects, and yeah, I think that's the best way to go. I hope that helps. The other thing is often there is no just one way to get a specific geometry. You could use different approaches to get the same result. And this is also something that you have to figure out for yourself, what is comfortable for you or what do you like more. Oh wait, I could use this one and place those fillets. Oh, no. Never mind. Let's use a new one. I think this one is a little bit bigger, so let's use 0.5 on this side. Yep. So yeah, again, practice, doing a lot of repetition, I guess, is the best way to learn. And especially at the beginning, don't, how should I say that? Use it regularly and not just one day and then not for, I don't know, 3 months and then again for 1-2 days, because you forget a lot of those operations, how they work and how to apply them. by then. So if you could use it regularly every other day just to train your mind and keep it in mind. Because this is something that I find very difficult. I started to use Nomad Sculpt on an Android tablet. It's a 3D modeling software for more like organic shapes and stuff. I started to use that, and there I made exactly that. I used it for a few days, then it was lying around for a couple of months, then I got into it again, and then I was like, forgot everything. How was that again? So I had to relearn everything again. Okay. I think we have all of the things extruded from the sketch. This, and that. So do I little fillets on the inside of this U, but I think I will place this triangle part inside here first. Yes, definitely. I am studying mechatronic engineering. Is it mechatronic? Megatronic? My first year in learning SolidWorks, but at the very beginning of learning the different softwares using Fusion at home. Well, yes, SolidWorks is a different brand, is it? It's from Dassault. And Fusion is from Autodesk, if I remember correctly. But those two should work kind of similar as well, I guess. I never used SolidWorks, to be honest. But all those CAD programs are more or less built the same way, except CATIA for some reason. But then, yeah, also good luck on your studying. So I can now use this surface and place this triangle on it. Oh, come on. I should have saved. Right, speaking of which, this is probably the best tip I can give you ever regarding CAD software. Save as often as you can. If you made major progress in some kind of geometry or made a difficult thing, save. Save. You can never save enough. So let's go back and save this fucker. Because there's nothing worse than you made an hour design work and then the thing crashes on you and yeah, you have to start all over again. That's a good thing about Fusion. It has an autosave function. Good advice. Yeah, it's the best advice. It has an autosave feature and I think I set it to 5 minutes. So that helps, but still. Even in 5 minutes, you can make some progress and then you don't remember what dimensions you used and then, yeah. Fuck. Okay, let's go in here again. Where are you here? You two should be the same. There you go. Okay, let's see how that looks. I think. Oh no, I want to make this fillet, so let's make this a new body so they don't interfere. That's a little too steep, the angle. Let's... Oh, that was too wide. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, let's get rid of those sketches. Boop, boop, hide them. Now I can place the fillets inside here. What might that be? 0.2. Something small. Just like that, and front here it's also round. What was the wall thickness again? I forgot. Oh, that's about right. Okay, I think we have everything in here. Where is my... This one. Okay. All right. I think I will adjust the angle of this piece, because that still looks angled too much. I think I got thrown off by this shadow. Yeah. Okay, but first I'm going to save and then I will adjust the sketch for this part real quick. As quick as it can be in CAD. That's not really advice on CAD itself, but never say you want to make something quick. It will never be quick. If someone comes to you, hey, let's make this quick in CAD, or let's change this quickly. No. That mostly will not happen. It's the wrong one. Delete those constraints, then we can't. Oh, no. You should just. Oh, right. Probably need to delete this parallel constraint as well. Which one is it? This one. Can I now move you? Yeah, that's just what I want. That could work. Let's give this a dimension because I fear if I make the constraint, it would just pull it down, the line down, and not my rectangle up. Okay, and now up there. Let's see. That looks better, but I'm still not satisfied. And I think this hole needs to get a little lower. Well, they're probably not mirrored. Are they? I can bring this a little bit up as well, I guess. And then you come down here. No. Wait a minute. Let's quickly fix this. That it doesn't move around. Let's try this again. Oh boy. You should go up here. Okay. That looks like it should now. Goodie. Save again. So just for your information, I now save this assembly for the 468th time. But I'm also working quite a lot on that for a long time already. Okay, so now we got this. I think this completes this panel down here. Got this one, this thingy, pill-shaped part. This goes to this and that. Okay, well, that looks good. So then I guess was this down here as well? No, it's not there. Okay then. I think I'm going to adjust this, the length of this panel now, because somehow I have no idea, I placed the sketch wrong, because this line should line up with this line here, and it's obviously not. But here you can see it comes down here and aligns with this, the end of this cutout. So let's see if I can just move this towards the left, or if it screws anything up. I hope not. It is saved, so yeah, we can go for it. Let's see. This and over here. Move, where is it? Oh. It will not let me move it. Would have been too easy. Bummer. Nope. No. Huh? What? You should not select. Are you stupid? I wanted this as a reference. Wait. Mm-hmm. Oh no, what? Huh? I selected those. Why did it deselect them? I have no idea. But now it's making weird stuff over here. And that is not so good. Let's see if you can bring it over here. No. It's too far. Oh, there. It was there for a second. Yeah. Okay. Still some weirdness here. Let's confirm this. Maybe it will figure it out. Let's see what happens. Okay, the movement worked, but now this looks like crap. Okay. let's undo that. Then we're just simply going to cut it out. My fillets are gone. Wait. There's still an aborted feature. Let's remove this as well. There you go. I mean, I could try if I delete those fillets. If it will move properly, then let's just try this real quick. So then it's only 2 surfaces that it has to move around. Wait, no, I should hold control to select multiple. Oh, there you go. Where's the other picture? Was it? Was it this one? All along? I think so. Okay, let's see. No weirdness back here for now. Let's confirm that if it stays that way. That looks good. Okay, then I can replace the fillets that I deleted. What was it? 0.3. How did you select 120 faces? What the hell? I want just this edge and this one over here. There you go. Boop. Perfect. And that was quicker than I thought. Well, every once in a while. Okay, so I can cross that off my list. This one. Okay. Yeah, save. So now what? We have this down here, we have this up here. We change this, and I think I might do this geometry here above this cutout. There is some kind of an edge. Maybe it's a T profile. I can't really figure it out on the pictures because they're just not sharp enough or in the right angle. Because when you look on the left one here, you just basically don't see it. If you look on this one here, you can see a hint here and in front here. And on this one up top here, you can also see it a little bit. This could be a T that is sanded down at the start and at the ending. This is probably what I'm going to do. I could go through all the reference again real quick, see if there's something better. But I don't think so. Let's see. Shadow looks too smooth to be a T profile, I guess. I don't know what else it could be. I don't think that it is a kit part in some kind. Maybe it's just a half-round styrene piece like those two here. Sorry. No, let's see. This folder. Uh, hmm. doesn't look round enough, the shadow to be a half round profile. Looks kind of triangled with a rounded edge. Maybe it's just that. I think we'll do just that. Little triangle profile, then the edge on top, nicely rounded. I think that might be the closest. Reference pictures don't tell me much. Okay. Last round. No. The same as before. Yeah. Alright, let's just do it like that. If I find some better pictures down the line, I will tweak it. But for now, yeah, let's take this surface to sketch. I want to sketch from the other side. Okay. I want this surface here for reference. If Fusion lets me. Okay. Maybe this point here as well. Oh, come on. If you ever wonder why it takes me so long to bring out a new model, this is it. Well, at least part of it. Okay, now we need to start lower down here, almost on the edge. Something like this. And then just a little triangle shape. Oops. How far do we need to go up? Okay, a little more than half the distance between the upper edge of the cutout and this panel here. Let me, oopsie, make a quick guideline. Okay, half of this would be here. So this needs to go bloop, a little more up here. Okay, what is this? 1.9, so yeah, it must be some kind of 2mm profile. With a height if this is a triangle profile, I don't know. I not often seen triangle profiles. Maybe let's go with the angle. But first we're going to make these two sides equal to each other. Well, no, what the hell is that? Why is it dragging the construction line now with it? Oh, so on the same point. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Eh? Is it? Oh. Did not see that. What's the wrong one? Oh, come on, show me the constraints. Hello? Why not? Oh boy. This one? No. Okay, then, well, screw that and this, delete that. I know it should be 2mm. Oh boy. Why does it move so weird? Yeah. Okay. would use an angle of 30 degrees, I guess. But you should not screw up my positioning. Zip. Yeah, by the way, Rolf, I don't know if you're still here or not, but regarding sketching, you should not copy too much of what I do here for your engineering studying, because this is way different than real engineering. This is for 3D printing, and sometimes I just need to arrange things without any sorts of constraints to let it be free so that I can change it again later without a great hassle. So if I would build an engineering part, I would do things differently for sure. Just a little heads up there. Okay, let's extrude this all the way to here. Make this a new part. And then we need to cut off this this corner here. But I think I will. Will I? I don't know. Now let's cut this first. Can make a sketch on the bottom of this. More or less the same angle than this here. So what was this, 45? It should have been. It's not quite 45. Why not? Weird. Never mind. We do 45 here. Okay. Cut this and only this. There you go. And now I'm going to make this round like here, and I should also make this and this radius. Should I do this first or after this? I'm not sure. see if we can throw this on. No, that looks weird. No, I need to cut this out. Okay, let's then this is probably the wrong angle. Okay, let's hide this real quick. I can extrude this surface just a little bit. And then I have a perfect surface here. Place my sketch on. And then I can make this round. This round cuts here. Let's see. It's just a little bit. It's not very much. Yeah, probably just the 2 millimeters. No, I should have referenced it. So let's do that. No, go 2 millimeters here. Align this nicely. There you go. Same on the other side. 2, I guess, as well. Let's see. No, that's more. Probably twice as much. Oopsie. There you go. Close those loops. Okay. Now we can cut this and this. There you go. Yeah, this needs to be bigger. The one here. Oh, let's bring back this piece for reference. Yeah, this here in the real looks alright. This here needs to be bigger. I mean, the cutout, if you look at the shadow here, the radius in the shadow, it goes like here, for example, and mine at the moment ends here. So this is more than twice as long. Well, that's easy to adjust, so let's... Twice would be 8, it's more than twice, so let's make this 10. Check that out. Somewhere here. And then this is there. Oh. Yep. That looks good. Okay. Oops. What now? I just clicked the sketch, dude. Yeah. gone, it's gone. So now we can place some fillets on those edges to make it nice and round. And those two. There you go. Okay, now I'm missing a little bit material here, but that could be easily fixed. Do I think I just bring it out a little bit because I extruded a little bit of material on there, so we can do that. Once fusion is ready again, and then I think we need to place some more fillets. Depending on how that looks down there, let's bring it up just a little bit. 0.1 might already be enough. Now let's make it a 0.2. Yeah. And then we can make a fillet here, and then we should have this tiny little fillet area in this reference picture here. Give it some fillets on the edges, on the outside as well. And here in the front the same. Let's see. Do they? No, they don't. They don't go all the way around here, so but now that I brought up, I maybe should start the curve lower and not here. I think so. Here in the rear, it's okay. Yeah. Oh no, shit. Once again, 0.2. Confirm it, not abort it. There you go. But let's go back into sketch and bring this down a little more. So the question again, which constraint is it? I think this one? No. This one? No. Ah, this is something that I definitely have not figured out so far, which references are the correct ones. Because when you go into a sketch here and you have some lines here, here, and this one here, and then the reference line that goes up here and down there, and then you have a point here and you fix it to all those different lines, and then you can see, can you see it? I don't know. Left to my mouse here, those three signs, those are the constraints that are applied to that point. And if you hover over them, you see different lines lighting up. But I have no idea which one I need to delete so that I can move this curve here freely again. Let's try this one. Yep. And then At a certain point, when you delete some, the rest doesn't just not show up anymore. Oh, there's one. Let's... And sometimes they do. Oh, I got the right one. Woohoo! Yeah. So often I just deleted and drew it in the new position that I needed to. Because it's mostly quicker than fiddling around with that. Oh, come on. You should snap onto that point here. There you go. Oh boy. All right. Let's... Huh? What is that? Something's not right. Oh, I did not select this. Yeah, this is also something to keep in mind in Fusion with the separate sketch profiles. This is something I needed to get used to switching from Creo to Fusion. Because in Creo you always have only one sketch profile, period. I think they introduced an option that you could do something like this, but at the time I was using it, it was not a thing. So we basically made a new profile here, and then we of course need to select this as well in our extrusion, that it will get extruded as well. Good thing is you mostly see it right away when you missed something here and there. But I also had the case that I changed something in a sketch here and there and didn't notice that it created a new sketch profile section because some lines were overlapping then differently than before, and then it extruded differently than before, and I did not check that. And then, yeah, you print things and then you see like, oh, there's something missing. Bam. Then you go to your design and try to find the error. Okay, so that looks better. Now fillets again. Did I? No, I did not. So let's... I think we can just use that one. Let's hide this. Nope. The wrong part. This one. Okay. There you go. I think it just take all of those then. What's the matter now? Okay. Oops. Just take all of them. You as well, and you. And it still does not want to. Why this one? Of all lines, this is the one that making problems. Why? Placing fillets is definitely not my favorite thing to do. Okay, you know what? Cancel that. Let's do one section at a time. We got this, then we do this, 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 and that. That was working, but this not, right? Yeah. Okay, then let's leave those. Just do those back here. Let's see if we can use those here. No. Oh. Okay. Then let's just take a new feature. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely too big here. 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. Oh. This and that. Oh, this one here. No, let's dip. That one's alright, but not the other one. But I want this to be 0.5, so let's leave this for now here. Got that, so make another feature, and then maybe now we can do that. No? Why not? Okay, that's why. 4, 3, 2, 1. What should I do with a 0.1 millimeter fillet? Might as well just leave it entirely. No, that looks stupid. Let's see if we can make the upper one 0.5. No, also not. It doesn't even give me a reason why not. It's just not doing that. Okay, maybe I can. No. This also looks weird. Different plan. No, need to roll back a little further. So now we start with those. There you go. This one and this one. Sometimes a different order that you place the fillets will make the difference. If it will work or not. So let's place those first. Hydrate. And then we place the other ones. Okay, now it's getting a little warm. It was cold all day long, so I put on a thick sweater jacket. Let's take those as well. No. .3 then. So fingers crossed. This one's. Yeah, no. Fuck. Okay, let's. Gosh, that looks weird. Okay, let's place those for now, and then hopefully we can place another one on here. Make this nice. Yeah, 0.2 I had before. I think 0.3 looks. Oh, that's too much. So the middle 0.25. Oh, let's bring back my part here. Where is it? This one. Alright, we didn't move it up yet. Okay. Confirm that. Roll the model forward again. So that is a leftover feature. We now have selected all the edges, so there's no edge left for this one. We can delete that. Okay. Now we can check that. Yup. Yup. Maybe, just maybe we need to bring this radius in a little more. What's the middle? Just maybe. But also maybe not. It's here and this is there. Oh, let's save first and then I try to adjust the radius here that I placed from 2 to 3 millimeters in length. See if that looks a tad better. And then I probably call it a day. Because I don't know if I have it in me to start another section. Was this sketch here? So let's make this 3. I hope it will not screw up the fillets, but I have a feeling that it will. Let's see. Okay. Is it a good or a bad sign that it calculates that long? We shall see. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, I think it's too long anyways. 0.2 is too low. Nah. Okay, let's undo that. Dum. So let's leave it as is and be done with it. Okay. Okay, good. See if is there a quick thing that I can do here. The thing is, making the actual geometry is mostly not that time consuming, but checking all the reference materials and checking it against it and fiddling around with the proportions and all that, this is what takes a lot of time. Can we? No, that's definitely take too long. I could do those two chips here, but as long as I don't have this round door, it's probably not a good idea to place those. Because I'm pretty sure I will have to move them around to get the proportions correct if then I place the door. So I'll leave that towards the end of this part. I think this here could be the next. This little cutout and then this wavy geometry in there. Could that be a kit part? Good question. It's kind of small though. Might have to go through the kits and see if I can find something that looks like that. But that I will do off stream, hopefully, if I remember to do it before the next stream. I guess we'll see. So, and then maybe I will do the pen lines on top of this thing here. They should go fairly easy because the geometry is not that complicated and twisted. Well, like on the X-Wing fuselage, placing the pen lines on the X-Wing fuselage is horror. It's ugh. It's not a fun thing to do. Because more often than not, Fusion tells you, nope, not possible for whatever reason. And you have to tweak something a little bit here and there. And then all of a sudden, oh, there you go. So, I'm not sure, maybe I will do the pen lines off stream as well. To not end up in frustration on stream. We'll see. Maybe I give it a go, and then if it does not work, I will stop it and do something else. But yeah, like I said, for now, that's it for today. we will continue on this next stream. I think next Thursday. Let me check. Is the 11th? Was there something on the 11th? I don't think so. So yeah, next stream should be next week, Thursday, same time again, 9 p.m. Oh, was it? What is it again? CET? Central European time. Should be the correct thing, yes. So yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope I will see some of you the next time. And yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good evening, day, time zone. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Yeah, right, finding the right scene. There you go. Bye.